Alright, so in this free training, I'm going to be giving you all the sauce on how to make your first 10K on TikTok Shop in 30 days with something I call the plug and profit method. Whether you don't have an account, you're not from a country that has TikTok Shop, whatever the case may be, by the end of this video, I will show you how you will be able to do TikTok Shop and how to make a lot of money. So let's get into it. The plug and profit method is basically you copy what works, you post daily, you get paid. Me personally, I've done over 100 million organic views with zero ad spend. I just recreated proven content formats in any niche, and I go viral and you generate daily sales. And that's what I've been doing for the last 6 months. I've been mentored by some big names such as Mikey again. As a creator, and I'm also currently a coach for Adrian DMAC, and I help his students and things like that. And on top of all this, just to show you how well this works, I'm a 25-year-old college athlete, and I'm making a full-time income online while finishing school and training and baseball season, all of that stuff. I'm doing it. So here's Mikey again, and this is one of my mentors. Basically, he documented his journey from zero to hero, and he got really good at it, and I'm a creator for him, and he's taught me how to monetize content. And then on top of that, Adrian DMAC, he has 90,000 followers on Instagram. He basically has his own program, where he teaches students how to do organic dropshipping, which is where I started, and I could teach you that as well, because ultimately you're just leveraging content creation in one field or another. So getting back into the training, that's basically everything from a basic standpoint in terms of where I come from. So basically, this training, who's it for? It's basically for people who have tried TikTok Shop and it hasn't clicked, or they just can't go viral, or even organic drop shippers, whatever the case may be. This is for you. You know, the creators that aren't getting sales, beginners who want to make good content but they don't want to spend all the money on ads. And this is also for people that are out of the US that really want to get into TikTok Shop because they know it is a gold mine, which it is. And overthinkers who just need a formula to follow, and affiliates, content creators that just don't understand content and they don't really have a grasp on going viral. This training is for you. So what you'll learn in this training is the exact steps I use, TikTok Shop, how it works and why it's doing so well, what the plug and profit method actually is, and how to find viral products and you don't have to, guess and experiment and see what can work. And I'm just going to give you the content blueprint that just works for me and so many other people, and the tools and how to recreate this content to trigger that spark to go viral, because virality is not luck, it's a skill. So getting into it, you might be asking, what is TikTok Shop? It's the simplest way to really monetize TikTok without a store. Customers can buy directly inside of TikTok, obviously, so the conversion rates are so high. It's not like drop shipping where they gotta click a bunch of links and get a funnel to the site, which is still very viable, but TikTok just is a game changer. TikTok Shop. I've gotten sales with videos with just 3,000 views and even less sometimes. It's actually insane to see. And most brands, almost all brands, will send you free samples. So even things that you like, that you want to make content on, there's a lot of brands on there that'll send you stuff for free, and you just make videos on the products. And essentially, you're just a middleman, no shipping, no overhead. You don't have to worry about any of those problems. It's very simple. And what is the 1% method? This is a very big method because this is how people that aren't in the US or a country that has TikTok Shop, it's how you can do TikTok Shop and still get paid. You can promote to any region that has TikTok Shop, and basically what they do is in TikTok they'll give you 1%, and then when you want to get your earnings, they'll send your money, via PayPal or whatever you prefer in terms of like how you want to get your payment. So I also have direct brand connections and access. If you do need it, I have access to brands that are looking for these people that want to do TikTok Shop, but they might be out of a certain country. So that is the 1% method. And then in terms of how to find viral products, there are many tools that can give you like access to understand everything and see what is trending and crushing in terms of sales. You just look for these products that are going crazy and they don't have too many creators on them. Along with that, you just watch the top videos, how they're filmed, how they're structured, and then you repeat the style. You don't guess, you don't create your own ideas. You might be able to add a little twist here and there, but TikTok ultimately rewards a viral format, not original ideas. I promise you this. For someone that's done over 100 million views across Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, all these platforms are the same way. So you might be asking, well, okay, well, how do you find the products? And that is something called Kalo data. And Kalo data is a way to find repeatable content structures and get sales from it. This website tracks products that are gaining traction. You can find a pattern in the styles, and just identify the blueprint depending on the product, on what works for it and how you can go crazy with it. So this essentially becomes like your roadmap and your blueprint on how to, go viral. So as we get out of this real quick, this right here is Kalo data, and in the description of this video I'll put a doc which is right here. There's some more in-depth, like 4 or 5 minute tutorials on just some other things such as Kalo data, kind of a deeper dive, if that makes sense, because I don't want to make this video too long. And then on top of this right here is how you buy an account. I have the Discord in there, like I have everything set up. So if you don't have 5,000 followers, you can go and buy an account, and it's real, it's valid. This Discord right here, this is the Discord that I buy my accounts from. Like, it's legit. And the 1% method, and here's a Kalo data link to get a discount as well, because who doesn't like saving money? So here's Kalo data, and as we get into Kalo data, just a quick rundown. Basically, you can go shop, which are just brands in general. You can see the top trending brands and their revenue, which is in the millions every month. And then you can look at the top creators that are just absolutely crushing, and then you can look at the top products as well. So for example, let's say that you wanted to do this product right here, which is like a powder that has like ashwagandha in it. They've done 2.85 million revenue in the last 30 days. And you're like, okay, I have this product. How do I go viral? Essentially, you can look at all the creators and look at the revenue, man. They're doing hundreds of thousands per month. You can look at these top creators, or you can look at these top videos and essentially watch them and see what is working. And as you go through, the list of the top videos, you're going to see a pattern of the same type of video, and that's how you know that is a proven viral concept that's gonna work. I just need to recreate these videos. So as you go through, the first page, and I usually go through like 4 or 5 pages, and I'll see an obvious common trend, and it's like, okay, I need to replicate these types of videos. And the conversion rate is just insane. I mean, 2.66 million views and 28,000 in revenue. Absolutely nuts. So you can see like all the creators and what they're doing. Like, it's a very valid resource. I love this website. I love it so much. So that in short is what Kalo data is and how it works. And you can just see all these videos of all these creators and see what is trending, and you just replicate. So it's very, very good. So yeah, that's Kalo data. And then moving on, just getting a little bit deeper into it, what makes a product go viral. These 5 traits are kind of what I usually look for with TikTok Shop products. Obviously, it solves a problem. It's visually satisfying, or it's easy to show. This is for like electronic products, or there is clothing on TikTok Shop now, just like things that catch your eye, and it's like, whoa, that's very cool. It brings actual value to the customer's life. They're going to want it for a specific reason, whether it's an insecurity or whatever the case may be. That is why they want it. And just a good visual hook, that wait, what moment that I was talking about, where it's like, whoa, what is this? Or, something that you say, because there's also, auditory hooks. Like, you can say something absolutely crazy in the first 2 seconds of the video, and it's a scroll stopper, and it's going to make people watch. And then on top of that, you want to find a product with good commission. Usually 20 to 30%, and like my average that I like to shoot for, that I was taught, was anywhere from $5 to $7 per sale, and that will do you very well. In terms of the content blueprint, just like I was talking about on Kalo data, is finding that pattern of videos. On top of that, there's also many kinds of styles that you can do. There's talking head, which is, story time, POV, reaction, where you're essentially, just recording yourself talking about a product, all that good stuff. And then there's also slideshows where you use photos. Sorry, I accidentally had volume on my phone. There's photos where you can essentially, I saw this one video where it was like, my girlfriend was a stunt double for Sydney Sweeney, and you'll never believe what she did to stay young and healthy. And essentially she or they showed, all these benefits of looking young and healthy, and then at the end they showed a product which was NAD, which they call it like the reverse aging, supplement. And then there's AI avatars, which you can literally have an AI person like on your video, like talking, and that's Arc Ads. I can make a video on that if you want. You can drop a comment down below. And essentially, the AI avatar is just talking about the product, and it looks really good. And there's people getting millions of views every month, which is kind of crazy. And then on top of that, there is bottom of funnel content, which is low video views. You only get like 100 or 400 views of video. Sometimes you can go viral with it, which it converts like insane. But they give a high conversion rate. And usually the algorithm, or not usually, always, the algorithm will take these videos and target customers that are already interested in the product. And basically you just record the product real quick and you just talk about how it's on a crazy sale, blah, blah, blah. And then people want to go and buy it because of the sale. So they don't want to miss out on it. So that's why those videos convert so well. And then getting into it in terms of like consistency and things like that to kind of help you get a starting point, if that makes sense. Volume and structure is results, like 100%. Like you stay consistent, you keep uploading, and you're following the right structure in terms of, the process I just explained on going viral, you're going to see results if you're consistent with it. I post anywhere from 3 to 5 videos per day. That's the least amount. You can go 7 to 10 if you really want to get crazy. That's what I was doing in the beginning. And again, you just stick to the plug and profit format. Look at what works, replicate it, and just, it's a game of volume. Don't get creative. Don't create your own ideas. Don't do anything like that. Sometimes though, you will see a product in a different niche that's kind of has a similar, I guess, benefit or insecurity or whatever it may be, and you can take that video and bring it to a different type of supplement, for example, whatever the case may be, and that can work, for example. But that's more of an advanced approach, and that's something that I definitely teach my students. And test with structure, not randomness. So when you can test different video formats, but make sure it's a proven concept. Those concepts are getting views, they're getting sales. You can test multiple formats of videos, but just make sure there's proof of concept that they're going viral and they're getting sales. You don't want to test something that has been tried 10 to 15 times and it hasn't gone viral, because obviously it's not going to work. You need to find something that has proof of concept. And just building that momentum daily of staying consistent, it definitely compounds. Like, you're going to keep up, you're going to keep going, you're going to see sales, you're going to get motivated, and then boom, you go viral, and then it kind of just turns into a snowball, and then you're off to the races. And the great thing is that once you build up your GMV, which is basically your sales number, brands will start to pay you to post videos for their brand, for their product. So these brands will pay you monthly just to post. And these monthly retainers range anywhere from $300 for beginners to $10K plus. And I've also had brands reach out to me to pay me $100 to post a 20-second basic video for their product, which is something that kind of blows my mind sometimes, but it works. So on top of all the commissions that you're going to get from, these retainer deals, which is, anywhere from 20-30%, whatever the case may be, you're also getting a monthly retainer on top of it, which is so good. So there's a chance to make so much money. And as you perform, your rate increases. So you could start out as a beginner with a $400 retainer, but say you bring in, $20,000 in sales for a brand that month, they're going to say, hey, we really want you back because you did well, but instead of $300, we'll pay you $3,000 or whatever the case may be. And then, you just keep doing that for a couple brands, and then that's how you kind of grow and build your reputation, if that makes sense. And also, with my students, I help them close deals once they're ready for it. I can connect them with brands and things like that, and they get paid and they get their retainers, which is awesome. And the common mistakes, I definitely always talk about this, and I want to cover this because people do things that is a mistake, and I've done some of these in the beginning, and I don't want you to do the same thing. So 90% of people fail, I feel like, because of these errors, which is testing too many products, and you're going to get burnt out. Don't order 12 samples and just create videos on all of them. You want to focus on 2 to 3 trending good products, and you want to put all your effort into those. That's how you will see the best results. You don't want to run 10 products, because then you're going to get sloppy. You're not going to do content research enough. It's not the play. Definitely just a few products or even one at first if you're a complete beginner, and follow this plug and profit process, and you're going to see results. And again, trying to be too creative, trying to create your own ideas, like don't do it. Like it's not worth it. Like take what works and follow it, and it's a volume game. And that's why when you look at Kalo data, like there's a pattern, because it's a proven concept, and you don't want to go and create your own. Like it's never good. And posting it consistently, like stay consistent, don't post for one day and then you miss 5 days and then you post again. Like stay consistent every day. You're gonna see the results if you follow this format, I promise you. And in terms of weak hooks, bad lighting, or poor intros, just film, maybe if you have a really nice window in your house and there's a lot of sunlight that comes through, film right there, get the nice lighting on you. And the way that I think of it is like, imagine, because I'm young, imagine like you when you were in high school and like you were talking to that person that like you really liked, and like you sent them a picture, you want to get in good lighting, you want to look good, like that kind of thing. Do that when you're filming, whether you're using soft boxes, which is what I'm using right here, or you're using natural light. Like make yourself look good and appealing. And poor intros, again, like the hooks and everything, make it either that much better or just replicate the same hook. Like never try and think this crazy out of the box method. That will never work. Always just plug and profit. So in terms of tools I use every day for content creation, because I also do organic dropshipping and TikTok shop, this is kind of like my plug and profit stack. I use Kalo data for TikTok shop, obviously for content research, creator tracking, and product research. And then for CapCut, I use that for editing. I have the pro version. It's only like $8 a month. It's definitely worth it. You don't have to worry about watermarks and things like that. And then Canva, if you ever need it for like B-roll, or like you just maybe need a picture or something, you might need to edit something. Canva is very cheap and it's very good. So that's more of like a photo editing and slideshows and kind of like that slideshow content. It works very well. In Google Sheets, I use a lot, track brand payouts and content, because they'll pay you out after 30 posts, so you want to keep track of those things, just so it makes things easy for you, so you don't lose track of that stuff. And Midjourney AI, I do like. It's not really a need, but sometimes you do need like interesting B-roll images, which is basically like images to show on screen while you're talking. And you can create some really nice visuals, especially if you're like doing a supplement and you want to show like the lungs or something, or whatever the case may be. It can create some really good content. And then Arc Ads is just the AI talking avatar video creator. If you guys want me to make a video on that, let me know in the comments down below. And again, it's like an AI avatar that actually looks really good, and they just talk about the product instead of showing your own face. And people are doing millions of views a month with it, so it's very good. And then how to start today. So if you want to start TikTok shop and you want to get into it, you're just one product away, and don't let the setup or the worry of oh well, what if this doesn't work, or what if this, what if that. Like drop the what ifs, and don't let the setup stop you. Like get into it, because it's a gold mine right now, and so many people are taking advantage of it. So basically for the setup in the US, you need 5,000 followers. And if you don't have 5,000 followers, you can do the teamwork trend. I'm sure you've heard of it. You can look it up on TikTok if you haven't. Or you can buy an account, and again, I have all the access to the account. You can DM me on Instagram, or you can look through the starter doc. It's on there as well. You could DM me though, or however you want to go about it, you can do it, and I will help you, or the document will help you. Either one. You can buy an account in the UK, Germany, and the US. You can buy an account for either one, or do the teamwork trend. And if you don't have followers, again, the accounts are verified. You're not going to have any issues or anything like that. You buy the account. They walk you through the process of how to like warm it up and secure the account. And once that's done, you can order samples and you can start uploading on day one, which is awesome. And then you can use the 1% method if you're outside of the US. You can DM me if you have questions on that on Instagram, Evan in Ecom. And then I'll put a link in the description too. And the 1% method works for anyone outside of the US, and I can get you in touch with those brands and things like that to help you start. So that is that. And your next step, which you can do, is you can join my community where I have weekly calls and I help you understand content creation and how to go viral. Because yes, you have to replicate what works and you have to do all that good stuff, but you also have to understand why it worked. Does that make sense? You have to understand what a good hook is. You have to understand all these things, because sometimes I've seen a viral video that's like, oh, this is good, but what if I did this? Just made it that much better. And that's what takes a video from 100,000 views to 3 million views. And it's just those little things, and that's essentially what I'm here for. And I also help out in organic dropshipping and AI videos, because people are doing AI faceless YouTube channels. I can teach you how to make AI videos in any niche and start making money on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, which is a huge, I guess you can call it industry right now. Like, people are crushing in that as well, and you don't show your face. I'm in the community helping people out daily. Like, I love it so far. We're having a lot of fun, weekly calls, all that good stuff. Whether it's organic dropshipping or TikTok shop, I'll be giving you product picks, good videos that you can replicate, and I'll be connecting you with brands, like all of that good stuff. I'm going to help everybody with that, and it's going to be some great stuff if you join the community, as I'm already helping people do all of this stuff and start making money essentially in their first week, which is awesome. So the community link will be in the description of this video. The community link, my Instagram, the starter guide that will kind of go a little bit more in depth on the couple things that I covered in this video, or you can DM me on Instagram if you have any questions or you're ready to get started on joining the community. So that is essentially everything, and I hope you guys liked it and take advantage of TikTok shop, because it is a gold mine. So I will have my community and everything down below in the comments, in the description. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with everything that is going on with TikTok shop and just other ways to make money online in terms of content creation. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the community.